What sort of price are you looking at on this lot? Probably 2.
Welcome back, guys. Last week we teased that we had a bulk deal to go pick up, so we're going to go pick that up now. But those that are new to the channel, my name is Brad.
I am Jazz.
And together we are two Aussie thrifters, and we buy and resell on eBay. We share our journey and share some tips along the way, so maybe you guys can get into it too. Let's go get that deal.
We've made it to the pickup only just. As I was driving down here, we got hit with a crazy little hailstorm, so I had to pull straight into like a little servo on the side of the road. The hailstones were quite big. I didn't get any on camera. I was in car saving mode, but Cara got some of it at her house and Jazz got a little bit, so I'll drop some footage in. But I thought the windscreen was going to smash, but luckily it didn't. We made it here. I won't be able to film a heap in there, but I'll try and show you what we pick up at this one. What sort of price are you looking at on this lot? Probably 2. Okay, this is going to be a very interesting lot. We got a whole bunch more records, about 150, I think, 160 records. Bunch of cameras, which is something we're going to learn. Got some good electronics, some DVD recorders and stuff like that. $1,900 for this lot, so I think we're probably on that same sort of par, about 2 to 3x, somewhere in that range. Obviously, just depends on what everything comps out at. But I think we're going to do okay out of it. So let's head home and show you some of the pickups.
Well, it's Friday again, which means we have to head out to Savers because that's the rules. Don't worry, we will show you the haul from yesterday later on in this video. There's some awesome stuff there. I'm really happy with that deal.
I'd really like to see it too.
But we're going to head to Savers now and try and find some more stuff to resell on eBay because we enjoy thrifting. So we try and get out at least once a week, and you never know what you're going to find in a thrift store. So let's head there now.
Something this time.
Got this.
Better than the last one.
Good morning, guys. It is now Saturday. I've just been drafting some stuff from that bulk deal that we picked up the other day. So I'll show you a couple of things I've drafted. And then we might do a little bit of a haul to show exactly what we did pick up. So I've been drafting quite a few of these records. We picked these R.M. Williams boots up from Savers yesterday, as you would have seen. There's a couple nice pair of shoes that we picked up in that lot that I've drafted. Really nice pair of Kathmandu. And I'll talk about these very shortly. All right, guys, let's do a bit of a breakdown of what we picked up in the bulk lot. This whole lot cost us $1,900. We'll go through most of it. Probably not all the records. There's about 160, 170 records in this lot. But we'll start at this end. Now, some of this stuff we've already drafted, which is why we've got it in specific boxes. So we've got a few games, just a few board games. They're looking at like sort of $30 to $40 each. A few of these records that we've drafted already. The Runaways, a Uriah Heep, a couple Uriah Heep ones there, and a nice little Telstra UPS, so that keeps power to a modem if power does go out. So it's probably about a $45 to $50 piece. We've got a really nice pair of Solomons here. Love the Solomons. They'll need a little bit of a clean up, but we should get about 50, 60 out of those as well. We did get a nice pair of Nike. These are basketball shoes. As you can see, they've been quite worn on the court, but we should get about $50 on those as well. This piece here is pretty crazy. So I've only been able to find 1 or 2 comps on this, but this is a wicked piece from 2003, I believe it is. And there's one comp in America that sold for about $320. So we put ours around that same mark with offers, and we'll just see where we go with that. There's more records that we'll go through at the end. Nice little PS2 Fat with the stand, which is always nice. If that's all working, we'll load up with a few games, get it out the door for probably about $100. We've got a bunch of these animals. I can't remember what brand they were, Procon I think it is. So there's a bunch of those, about 30 or 40 different animals there. So I'll probably lot them up. Comps are all over the shop on that, but let's say 50 plus. Also stuff that we have drafted already, nice little Lakers Kobe Bryant hat. We also got another little snow globe. This one is Mary Poppins. That's probably a $50 piece. And then we got a really nice pair of Kathmandu snow boots. So I'm going to shoot for probably 120 on those. Now we move into some stuff that I pretty much have zero idea about and have to learn. I did get a really good rundown from the guy that sold us this sort of stuff. So we've got a bunch of cameras with detachable lenses. We've got some Canons. We've got 2 Canon, another Canon over here, another Canon EOS 3000, another Canon T70, that's body only. And then we've got a lot of point and shoots as well. So anything from Canon to Nikon, all of these have point and shoots in the actual cases. So I think we'll do very well out of that. Some of these, there's a Yashica little point and shoot there. So we will test them out, obviously just make sure they power up and everything like that. But I think we'll do quite well out of all of these. There's another one here. And then we've also got a Pentax, which is a 28 to 80 mil lens. And then we also have the camera to go with it. Right there as well. So if that's all in very good working condition, then I think we should be able to get a couple $100 for the set, which is very nice. This is just a bit of a decorative piece, so that probably won't go super high. Nice little Akai boombox. He did mention that one of the channels in this doesn't work real great, so we'll sell that as parts. But even the aesthetic on that I think is quite cool. Something we haven't sold before, professional air purifier. Now something like this should go for about $150, so I was very surprised at what comps looked like on that. We did get another symbol. This one isn't quite as good brand as the other one. This is a German brand as well. I can't remember what it is, but it looked about $70. The last one we sold for $90. So keep an eye out for specific symbols. They can do quite well. I did miss this Nikon piece here as well. It's a little Nikon flash, I think it is. Got ourselves some nice VHS players, Blu-ray recorder, and also a DVD recorder. 2 Panasonics and a Sony. Looking about $100 on the Sony and between $150 and $200 on those two. Obviously, if they're in working condition, do have a remote to go with that as well, so that's quite nice. Now, this piece here is very interesting. So, this is a Cambridge Audio. It is an amplifier. Now, one of the channels on this doesn't work, but if this was in working condition, this would be like a $1,500 to $1,600 piece. As is for parts with one channel not working, we should get at least $300 to $400 on that. So we can either sink maybe $150 into it to get it repaired, or we can leave it like it is and sell it for parts. Next up, we've got a bunch of clothing. Some of this is pretty basic, but we've got a nice Triumph tee, Glenelg Football Club for the Sandful, Kanye West, just some basic Stussy in there as well. That's just a basic tee, I think, Gildan. I don't know if that's a specific person that's any good. Nice little UCLA Bruins champion jumper, Dickies jumper. So these are all sort of things that will go for $30, $40. We have some Crows sheets, and also along the bottom over there is a full Duna. Single for a kid. We come around the back here, we've got some Duplo Techniques. I think this is like the school versions that they used to send out to school. So it's actually got like a primary school embedded on it. Now some of these sets can go quite high, especially if they have their boxes, because these weren't released to like the public. These were released to schools in particular so they could build a little set. So that's going to be an interesting little one to keep an eye on. In here we have a bunch of cards again. Everything from basketball to Yu-Gi-Oh! So that'll be an interesting little set to look through. Some older AFL, which is quite nice. Some of them might end up in my little collection. What else we got over here? Looks like some Lion King, some Power Rangers. So I'll probably lot them up in sets and just try and, you know, sell the sets for $20 to $30 each. Then we get into some of the records. As I said, there was about 170, 180 different records all up. Everything that you can sort of think of in here. We put out some Uriah Heep earlier. What else do we got here? Schools Out, Alice Cooper. Tumbleweed Connection, Elton John, the Beatles. So there's just sort of like heaps of different stuff in here. The Kinks. So they're all got sort of like mid-range. So most of these will probably go between that sort of 20 and 50. There might be a couple in here that are worth a little bit more, but we'll just comp them all out as we go. I'm not going to go through all those, otherwise we'll be here forever. And then we also got a couple of the smaller ones as well. Different styles. I know there's a Star Wars one in there, and some more records over here. So as you can see, we got a lot of gear, and I think we should do quite well out of this lot. The cameras are sort of the unknown for us because it's not something we've done before, but looking at comps, they all look very good. So we'll just make sure we clean them up nice and proper, do the proper research, and hopefully we should be able to make our $1,900 back really quickly. and then we'll see where we end up in profit. So let us know in the comments below what you think of this $1,900 deal, if you think that it is worth the money. I really think we've done quite well here, especially with the cameras, the records. We should pretty much get our money back on that, and then everything else will essentially be profit. So I really think here we should be able to easily sort of 2.5, 3 times our investment, which is sort of where we want to be on this sort of stuff. So that's our pickup. Thanks heaps guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Get to have that little bit of fun as well. So we're gonna head to Saves now to try and find some more stuff to resell on eBay. Pepper's, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh, she's attacking the donations.